Hi, Gemini. Like right before the camera started, I took a really deep breath. So I feel like some of you need to breathe. And I'm also wondering if you have realized who you can trust. Like, have you gotten there yet? Have you recognized the people in your life that you can't trust anymore? Because I feel like it's time. You cannot be held back by others anymore. It's just not, it's not acceptable. And even if that means that you have to be a little bit alone, right? Even if that means you have to be like on your own for a bit. I know that Geminis don't do like really, really good being on your own. You guys are very social creatures. You have the Mercury side of communicating, right? But I want you to create your healthy boundaries. I want you to allow yourself to like manifest your stuff as I keep going. No, even knowing like the cards that are coming out is like exactly what I'm saying to you. So I'm going to show them to you really quick. But like even knowing that things have to end in relationships, yeah, we really just started getting into it. Like we're not even going to have a discussion first like I've done with everybody else so far. Because you are coming to a place where you just don't give a fuck anymore. Like, let's just be real. Like, you cannot sit in a place of apathy. You like literally have to say, I'm not going to deal with you anymore. Whoever it is that's in your space that you got to remove. I'm just not going to deal with you anymore. The Four of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. Like, it's okay to pull yourself back. Seven of Wands. Put up those healthy boundaries. Watch your words, as always, right? I mean, like we have to make sure that we're watching our karma. But if you want to go for everything that you want, if you want this star during Aquarius season, because the star is all about the Aquarius, and if you're dealing with an Aquarius energy, you're really not okay. Like things are just ending, right? Ten of Swords. But I think that you're fine with it. I think the Aquarius is probably a little upset by it. And maybe you are upset by it, but you are speaking your mind, you're telling your truth. It's no longer like sit back and wait for things to happen, right? Queen of Swords. There you are. Welcome to your reading. So, excuse me. It is like literally -1 degrees outside. Like wind chills are ridiculous right now. So my nose is like, because all of the dry heat that goes in, it doesn't matter like how much I use my humidifier. It's like ridiculous right now. It's so cold. Don't let other people tell you how to live your life. And I know that you guys are really good about not allowing people to tell you how to live your life. But it's really time to set those personal boundaries because I feel like you've kept people in your space for like the benefit of the doubt. Like maybe this can be reconciled. Maybe this can be taken care of. Maybe we can have another go at it. I really, really, really feel that Aquarius season and that eclipse that we had in Leo, but Aquarius season is all about you deciding, right? Two of Pentacles. Don't think about it too long. I feel like if you keep vacillating about who you're going to associate yourself with, Two of Pentacles on the Four of Cups. I feel like if you like sit there and you juggle and you're like, oh, you know, who am I going to associate myself with? I feel like it could end much worse than, you know, like the more you drag out a relationship or a situation or whatever. And this could be with coworkers and family members and old friends and, you know, like whoever. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could very well be that too, but stand in your power, be abundant, even if that means you have to do it on your own for a little while. You're not going to be alone forever. You know, you're not going to be on your own forever. The more you vibrate high, the higher you get, the more your vibration raises, you're going to attract the people that align with that vibration. even if we have to let go of those that are not serving us anymore, those that are not aligning with our purpose anymore, it's better to release those kinds of energies than hold on to them. It's better, and it's better to recognize it before it goes south, you know? So let's see what the Nine of Pentacles is. Yeah, see? Even if you have to do this on your own for a bit, pack up all your shit. Like, I mean, if you have to do it literally, then do it literally. But I feel like you guys are, you know, the Six of Swords is saying, like, move away from it. If you got to go on vacation, go on vacation. You're coming into a time of great abundance and great power within yourself, like not like in an egotistical kind of way. And healthy boundaries are going to be very, very key, because the more your boundaries are up, the more you can like keep out all of those negative energies that keep trying to drag you down, keep trying to beat you down. There's no reason for it. There's no reason to have low vibration energy in your life. There's no reason to have those narcissistic people that just, you know, keep trying to tell you what to do. No. When was the last time you let a Gemini let somebody tell them what to do? Right? I mean, real. It's real. See? You have so much going for you. You have so much to look forward to. The Two of Wands on the Seven of Wands. And the only way you're going to be able to make really healthy, rational decisions right now is if you have those boundaries up. If you allow yourself to no longer let other people affect you in a way that's bringing you down. Because I feel like it's been an over and over and over and over again. And it's not like you were even doing it. I mean, maybe some of you were holding on to people on purpose, like, you know, whatever. Because you were in relationships because you have a strong connection, because you really love the person. Like, I get that. I understand. But it's time to release all of that. It's time to release the negative energies and no longer let the back and forth happen, the up and down, the back and forth, the in and out. I mean, that's crazier than having one of your Gemini twins tell the other one of your Gemini twins to go jump off a bridge because it's fun. Bungee jumping. I'm not saying like actually jumping off of a bridge. I mean like bungee jumping or cliff diving or something like that. Like, just don't let people, I mean, the star you have, don't let people get in the way of your dreams. And and the reason why you really need to not allow people to get in the way of your dreams is because you can get yourself locked in a place of where is my place? Like maybe in a physical way, maybe in an emotional capacity. Like for air signs, and welcome to another air season. We haven't had air quality, like serious air quality since Libra season. I, for one, am extremely grateful for Aquarius season. Like getting over the holidays, that big old hump, like please just bring me some intelligence, like bring me some thinking, bring me some like reality setting in. So, but I feel like the more you try and reach and grapple for what you want in life, the more of the Eight of Swords comes in, because you're like, where is my place? Where am I? Where do I belong? Where am I going? And when you have other people in your space that are like yelling in your ear or like trying to give you suggestions in your ear, and you're going, all you're doing is confusing me. All you're doing is like making me think one way, and I'm trying to turn things around and like go this other direction and go this other way. But you're driving me insane, right? So those people need to be like removed from you, from your existence. Like you have got to have some serious Gemini time for yourself. You got enough people going on in your mind when it comes to the twins. And again, with the Ten of Swords, even if things have to, and that's the fear, even if things have to end, it might be really hard to end some things right now because you don't want to, and you never did really want to. I mean, it's not like we ever really like want to be in a Ten of Swords state, but the more you hold on to something, the harder it's going to be to end. And even when you know, like intuitively or in your gut, You have a feeling, even when you know that you can no longer hold on to a situation or a person or whatever it is, even when you know, you guys will hold on to it, like we've talked about a couple of times, squeezing the thing to death. Squeezing it until it has no more breath in it. I don't want to see you guys do that to yourself anymore because it's self-sabotaging. Please don't. And I can relate. That's why I can say, please don't. Like, I can relate. I get it. I understand. Let's see what the Ten of Swords is. I want to see what this ending is because it's more of a fear in your mind that something's going to end worse than it really has to, or it really should, or it really will. So let's see. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn or a fire sign. Or both. Or just the ending of something that you know is very codependent, very toxic, very, very much I sometimes feel like it's actually worse than what you're seeing or what you're telling yourself. Like it feels extremely harsh, extremely, but it also feels really like imprisoned. Like holding these cards, this is really a very heavy energy to be holding the Devil and the Ten of Swords with the Queen of Wands in the middle. I mean, this is somebody who does not have your best interest in mind. This is somebody that will lie just to make themselves look better and believe their lie. Believe that they're the ones that are telling the truth, right? So you have to allow yourself, and it doesn't have to be a fire sign. This can be somebody, this can be somebody in your environment that, and maybe the tables are turned. Maybe this can be that somebody in your environment that feels this way about you, or knows that they've been very codependent on you, or knows that they've been, you know, and they're afraid to end things for fear that it's going to be totally devastating. Right? It doesn't even, I mean, like, it doesn't even have to be coming from your side. This can be an energy of somebody, like, this is how they feel about you, or this is what their fear is that they will become codependent, or you will become codependent, or some kind of codependency will happen. This also talks about addictions. And if you're grappling with addictions, or somebody else is grappling, or mental issues, or, you know, whatever it is that makes a situation really, really toxic, that it's all about karma. And it's all about having to release that karma. And maybe you're supposed to be with the person, but you guys have a lot of karma stuff that's built throughout lifetimes. And that's why it's so incredibly painful. And that's why you have to take a step back and you have to look at the bigger picture. And you have to allow yourself to move into a space of feeling abundant on your own. Feeling like you can take the blindfold off and see clearly and make decisions. Excuse me, that was like super channeling happening there. Woo. Make decisions where you are having healthy boundaries. You are creating healthy boundaries. Oh, Gemini. Yeah. And I do feel like there's a journey that you're going on. And I do feel like you need to allow yourself, big journey that you're going on. Allow yourself to take the natural steps forward. Now, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, the fear of it ending is because they're moving so slowly. If you're dealing with a fire sign, the fear of it ending is probably because you really rely on them, or you really depend on them for something, right? That's where that fear factors. And that could be it. The codependency is what needs to end. It doesn't have to be the relationship. Like, this doesn't have to be a breakup. It actually feels very much like having to release a lot of karma within a tie between two different people, or several different people even. But you're going on this journey right now. The Eight of Cups and the the Knight of Pentacles and the on the Queen of Swords, right? This is all about you. This month, this season, going into Pisces season, and the Virgo new moon or Virgo full moon in February 19th or 20th, that's going to shed a lot of light on a path that you want to take in real life, like the things that you've been manifesting in your life. The Virgo full moon is going to make you, it's going to bring you more sense. It's going to be like, oh, that makes sense. I get it now. I see it in a very real way, right? So the Eight of Cups and I keep saying the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, maybe this person's going a lot slower than you thought they were, or maybe you are. Maybe you have to slow down. Maybe this is saying go on that journey and really take your time doing it. I feel like some of you guys need to go on vacation or like get away from it all, because I have the Three of Wands here also, because you're feeling really stuck, Hanged Man. And you know that you have to cut some things out of your life, Ace of Swords, to have a new beginning, possibly with an Aries. But this Mars energy also, this Mars energy that's in Aries right now, that will be moving into Pisces. Is that right? Here, let me look before I even say it. Yeah, Mars will be moving into Pisces in February, and then it moves into Taurus in March. Okay. So, but this Mars energy at the end, it moves into Pisces on March 14th. So the energy softens a little bit, but I feel like right now is the time with Mars in Aries for you guys to like get things done, to push forward, to put up your boundaries, to make sure that you have the space to be able to do things. I think that energy is going to be really good for you to start new projects and start new ideas and new things that are happening in your life. We also have, see what I mean? Eight of Pentacles. You can build on stuff. And even if you're really unsure of what it is, I feel like towards the end of February, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, the World. And then we have the Tower, which I don't really feel like is such a bad thing right now. The Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, if you have things that you really need to work on and you want to build on and you're still kind of confused about it and it's not really making a lot of sense, I feel like towards the end of February or middle to the end of February, things are just going to start falling into line and you're going to be like, what the hell? How did all that happen? You have three aces here, like literally the universe. The reason why you have to remove people from your life or put up your boundaries is because the universe wants to give you gifts for a new beginning. But you have to end a chapter in your life first. You have to close something in your life first in order for this stuff to happen. The only way I feel like anything could block this abundance coming in for you, because aces are gifts, right? We don't have to accept the gifts. It's all about free will, but I'm going to highly recommend it for you, Gemini. Like, don't stay in this Eight of Swords blindfolded state and be worrying about like, what's my future look like? What's my future look like? Who's going to be in it? How am I going to do this on my own? Yada. I mean, like all those things that you really want to tell yourself in an Eight of Swords state, you're blindfolding yourself to the abundance that's coming in, that's actually heading for you. So I feel like the only way you could seriously stop yourself from manifesting really great things is if you rely too much on giving your energy to things that you're holding on to and you're super anxious about. And this is where that self-sabotage moment will come in with the Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Tower. All of these are saying, if you get up in your head and you allow yourself to stop the forward movement, if you allow yourself, and yes, there is an air of planning right now before we get into March. March is going to be lit. March is going to be when things start popping off right and left, right? So but the thing is if you're not doing the planning stage, if you've kind of become frozen for fear of the Tower, right? For fear of things just like going to hell in a handbasket. Yes, that's something my grandma used to say. I actually haven't said that in years. I don't even know why it came up. Wonder if one of you Geminis say hell in a handbasket a lot. But if you're constantly giving your energy to something and holding on to it when you know that you shouldn't be doing it, that Tower energy is coming in to wipe it out for you. And why? So you can be super abundant, King of Pentacles, so you can have all the love in the world. 10 of Cups, just watch your words, because I feel like even the things that you're not even realizing that you're saying to some people could really, really hurt, right? So we have the Knight of Swords, the Moon, the Three of Swords, and the Two of Swords. I feel like if you get into a place of, like, if things start looking really, really good, right? King of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, and you're like, okay, I got through this Tower moment. I'm not holding on to this bullshit anymore. Even some of the unspoken things, or the thing, like, you don't realize how sharp your tongue can be right now. Aquarius season is all about, like, the no nonsense, like, whatever, right? I feel like if you say things to hurt other people right now, or other people are saying things to hurt you, I feel like you're coming into a power play, like a place of power for yourself. I don't even feel like the Three of Swords is about you. I feel like the Three of Swords is possibly something that you could inflict on someone else. But you don't even realize you're doing it. It's like you're trying to be nice about something, or you're trying to say something nice and it comes out the wrong way, because you are just, and nobody, like right now, everybody is this way. Like nobody is being stopped from saying the things. Like it's just the energy that's happening. So just be very, accountable for your actions. Like be responsible. Be a responsible human, please. I mean, it's easy. It's actually easier said than, I mean, it's easier to say than do sometimes, I guess. But if we were all just a little bit more accountable about who we are as people, this world could be a lot easier to get along with. And don't worry about the things that you're waiting on, because I feel like they're coming, right? 7 of Pentacles and the Empress. And the only way that this can stop is if you sabotage it, or you allow other people to bring in messages to sabotage it for you. 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I'm going to stop there. Just because I could go through the whole deck and we could just like have a grand old time going through the whole deck for a couple hours, right? I do feel like you guys are coming into, like, there's so much to be had right now. There's so much to be had. But you know as well as I do that in a very mercurial way, and especially because Mercury is going to be moving into Pisces in February, and it's going to go in retrograde in March. So we're kind of ramping up for that moment. It'll be in its shadow period towards the end of February. You know in a very mercurial way that you can sabotage your own life. I'm not even throwing shade at you. It's just because if you are a little bit sharp with your tongue, if you're a little bit sharp with people, if you're too hard on yourself, first and foremost, if you're too hard on yourself and then too hard on everybody else, that's self-sabotage at its finest. So allow yourself to receive the abundance. Don't get stuck in the what ifs. Don't get stuck in the whens. Don't get stuck in the whys. The best way to manifest things right now is say, I have everything I could ever need, want, and desire in this moment. And this is what I want to manifest out of it. ... And you guys legit can do it. I've seen it happen. It's amazing what a Gemini can accomplish when they're not trying to overextend themselves constantly, right? Because I feel like you guys are going in 6 different directions instead of just like get a little bit tunnel visioned this month. And Aquarius season can help you do that. It's all about new beginnings. It's all about new hope. It's all about, you know, getting right with yourself and then letting it spill out into the world. Okay? I love you guys. If you want to do a personal reading with me, check out my website, fearlessintuition.net. Exciting stuff coming up. And I'm ready for you guys to just like Have it all, man. Have it all. And let yourself believe that it's worth it and believe that it's going to happen. Because I know a lot of people are like, you know, Betsy, you said I could have all these things and nothing's happening. And I want to look at them and be like, you can't win the lottery unless you buy the ticket. Like, you have to do the work too. The universe is, yes, the universe wants to gift you over and over and over again, but are you doing the work behind it? Are you allowing the universe to do it for you? Are you making space in your life to let the universe do it for you? It's not just going to like fall into your lap. I'm sorry to say that. That's not how life works. You guys are realists too. You know. Jupiter's in your 7th house. Let it work for your relationships. And if that means that it has to remove some people in your life first to bring some blessings into your life, there you go. All right, I will stop lecturing you. I love you guys so much. You know how much I love you. Have a wonderful February. Happy Valentine's Day. I'll see you guys for the Soulmate readings and March readings. Bye.